Algebra 2, worksheet 3.5, numbers 21 and 22 are the ones I'll look at here, where we are asked to solve each inequality and then graph the results on the number line. So I've got, for number 21, the absolute value of 7 minus x is less than or equal to 6. Now it's tricky. This one's going to be tricky because of that minus in front of the x. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start with just writing the whole thing without any absolute value symbol. I'm going to subtract 7. I'm going to try to solve for x. So I've got negative x. I got 6 minus 7, which is negative 1. Now I'm going to divide by negative 1. And when I do that, I get x is greater than or equal to positive 1. So that's part of my solution. Now the other part of the solution is by keeping that 7 minus x the same, flipping this so it's greater than or equal to, and then changing the 6 to a negative. Because remember, the absolute value inside, this can change signs, and so there can be negative 6 inside to still get positive 6. So again, I just kept this the same, flip the symbol, change the number on the right side. So now I'm going to subtract 7 again. So I get negative x greater than or equal to negative 6 minus 7, negative 13. Divide by negative 1 again. So I get x is less than or equal to, flipping the symbol again, 13. So now I'm going to go ahead and graph it. So I got 1 and 13 I have to graph, so I'm going to go ahead and just put a 1 and a 13. I don't have to scale it, it's okay. And then above the 1, since that's or equal to, that's a closed circle. Above 13, also closed. Now this is saying greater than 1, so to the right of 1, less than 13, to the left of 13, and then that shading meets in the middle. So there's my solution on the number line. Number 22, a little bit more complicated. Now before, we're going to do like we did in 21, but we have to move the negative 3's first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite negative 3, absolute value x minus 2. Now if I add 3 to both sides, I get a negative 3 on the right side. So this is still greater than. Now I get negative 3 here. Now to get rid of this negative 3, I'm going to divide by negative 3. And you can see there's a lot of flipping going on because now I have to take that greater than. That becomes less than. So I've got absolute value of x minus 2 is less than positive 1. And now it splits up, it does the same thing as number 21. So we've simplified it, we've got just the absolute value. So now I'm going to solve x minus 2 less than 1. I'm also going to solve x minus 2, I'm going to keep that the same, greater than negative 1. Flip the sign, change the sign. Here I'm going to add 2 to both sides, I get 3, add 2 to both sides, I get positive 1. So my number line has a 1 and a 3. There's no or equal, so I've got open circles. Less than 3 to the left, greater than 1 to the right. Shading meets in the middle, keep those circles open, and there is 22.